How do you play this game? The game that is YouTube. Am I the problem? Is YouTube the problem? And it turns out that, hi.
I'm the problem, it's me.
My friend Rene is coming by in about 30 minutes, and he blew my mind in like 30 seconds with all sorts of questions I had about being a creator and how to leverage YouTube to work for me. I'm gonna finish this first, then we'll get started. All right, Rene.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on the channel to help ease the mind of YouTubers across the globe.
That is my mission in life.
Yes. I saw Rene last week when we were speaking at Vid Summit. He approached me. We were in a crosswalk on the street and started having an in-depth conversation about thumbnails, titles, and A/B testing.
Yes.
He dropped so much knowledge in me between the walk sign and the do not walk sign.
And then you said, stop, wait, we gotta record this.
So thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, what you do?
I was a tech journalist, covered Apple for many, many years. Then I went full-time as a creator for 2 years. YouTube was looking for a new creator liaison. It was a really, really good match. So now I spend half my day talking to YouTube product and policy teams to try to make them more empathetic with creators. And then the other half talking to creators to help us better understand and succeed on YouTube.
You're the hero that we all need.
I just try.
You're the guy. What would be the number one thing you get all the time?
There's two. Like one is the A/B testing, which we're going to talk about. People have been asking for that for years because it's such good data. And the other is probably like, does the algorithm hate me? Does the algorithm punish me?
Yes.
The algorithm doesn't punish you. Like it wants you to like, look, if you could make the next video that was bigger than Baby Shark, everybody would love that. That is in everybody's best interest for your next video to be the biggest in history.
That'll never happen.
Well, maybe.
How many views does Baby Shark have?
I don't know, like 8 quadrillion. It just keeps growing.
Does the algorithm keep growing?
So the algorithm does change all the time, but the algorithm's job is to follow viewer patterns, like viewer behavior. If you imagine like a little robot who just wants to make people happy and it brings them videos. And if you're happy with the video, it's like, oh great, I'm gonna bring you more videos like that. And if you're unhappy, it really doesn't understand why, but it's really resilient. So it'll start bringing you other videos until it finds one that you really like.
So is that where A/B testing comes in? Where A/B testing thumbnails to try to
So like one of the biggest things is like, just to wrap your head around, is that YouTube doesn't push videos for creators. It pulls videos for viewers. So when you make a video, YouTube's not like, okay, I gotta send this out. What happens is people open up the phone or they open up the desktop and they see a bunch of thumbnails. What YouTube does is remembers what the user likes, their watch history, things that they've liked in the past, what their interests are, what similar people who watch similar things have seen, and then it pulls together the videos that the algorithm thinks that they're most likely going to want to click on and enjoy. Because what they want to do is it wants to make people happy, it wants them to be satisfied. Originally it was click-through rate was everything. Then it was watch time. But around 2015 it switched to satisfaction.
So it's not watch time anymore.
Watch time, you may be happy or you might be upset. Not all watch time is created equal. And that was like one of the big revelations for YouTube.
Like longer videos is what you need. Shorter videos is what you need. Shorter videos are going to ruin your channel. No one watches long videos, and I don't know.
And I love it. And it was like a short-term loss because watch time, if you're like rubbernecking, like you might watch a lot, but you will be like not very happy afterwards. You might not come back to YouTube for a while. But if you leave thinking, yeah, I'm satisfied, I love this video, I want to watch them, like they watch one of your videos, they love it, they want to watch another one of your videos. That's a huge signal. If they're really enjoying themselves, they're going to keep watching videos. So we aim for that sort of satisfaction index. So we want them to come in, find something to enjoy. So when you put a video out and it's 1 on 10, that probably means that the person who loved your last video, this video is so similar that it's just a no-brainer for them to click. Like they saw, Pete did this video, they saw the next video's on my homepage. It looks exactly like that feeling I got from that last video. I want that feeling again. I'm gonna click on it. The ones that are like 9 on 10, 10 on 10 is usually like, this is different. I'm not sure. I mean, I like Peter, but I'm not sure if this video is for me. So I'm gonna wait and see. And maybe they'll blow up later. There's a ton of examples of videos that they start off like 10 of 10, but you go back and look a month later, 3 months later, a year later, and they're like 1 on 10. They've got like some of the biggest traffic. They're just like more like slow burns.
Do you get creators complaining about that ranking system a lot? YouTube colleagues, if you will. We're always complaining about that ranking system because it just makes you feel like such garbage. It's like, I'm actually going to get 9 of 10 tattooed on my leg because we think it's funny. I think a 9 of 10 is worse than a 10 of 10 because it's like almost the worst
not
video
fair
you've
enough.
ever made.
The ranking, some people really love them. Like Linus Tech Tips. He wants every single bit of data. It doesn't have any emotional attachment to it. It's just data for him.
I look at nothing.
Yes, that's the other kind of creator who doesn't want to even look or see or know any of it. They just want to go off a feeling. And it's meant to give you tools. And you can actually auto hide it now and you won't see it anymore if you don't, like it'll stay hidden until you open it again because we got that feedback. But it's like, I think the missing part with a lot of analytics is that it's relative of it's contextual. So if you had like 3 1-on-10s in a row and then you have a 4 out of 10, that would really have been a 1-on-10 before. You just had so many really good videos.
Yes.
But it's really just meant to give you an idea that maybe changing a thumbnail would help, maybe changing the title would help. It's like relative performance so that you can act on it if you want to.
I probably spend more time on the thumbnail and title than making the entire video. Like there will be times we finish something and then we won't even post it for 3 days because I send it to 16 friends, and then more people that are involved in helping me make the decision makes it harder to make the decision. And then ultimately I feel like I always make the wrong decision.
Yeah.
And then I change it within an hour and I'm like 3 days and then I gave up on it in 60 minutes.
One last thing I'll just want to mention is like not all videos also have to be a 1-on-10. If you're like an Avengers actor and you're making Avengers and getting Avengers box office, maybe you want to do an art house film next. And you know you won't get Avengers money, Avengers box office, but it's meaningful to you. Like I would do iPhone reviews and they would blow up, but then I would make an accessibility video and it was really important to me and that audience was really important to me, but it would be 10 on 10.
Right.
And like the big videos let me do those little important videos for me.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think, like you said once, like sometimes I just want to be an artist.
Yes.
And I don't care about analytics. I don't care about numbers. I want to create something and put it out to the world and it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So in that context, thumbnail A/B testing is going to let you, when you choose a thumbnail, you'll have 3 slots. So you'll be able to choose 3 thumbnails and it's going to run them in parallel. It's not going to show the same person different thumbnails. It's going to show different segments of your audience, one of those 3 thumbnails.
Or like a time period? Or...
So it can run up to 2 weeks. Like the more data it gets, the faster it'll come to like a winner, but it can take up to 2 weeks. You can stop it early. You can look at it at any time and it'll give you back watch time for the video, which was a little bit controversial because a lot of people just want click-through rate. But we found then people would over-index on click-through. The thumbnail was super clicky, but didn't represent the video anymore. Right. And then people would click on it and go, what is this? It's not what I wanted. And they'll abandon it. So retention would just fall off a cliff and then the video wouldn't perform. And they didn't understand why. This is the winning thumbnail.
Yeah.
Like we like to think the thumbnail and the video work together. The thumbnail makes a promise and the video delivers on that promise.
That's like a thing Mr. Beast always says,
Yeah.
right? Like if your thumbnail says like, I split my truck in half, in the first 10 seconds, I need to see that truck splitting in half. Is that the case? Or is that just a style?
That's one way of achieving a goal because like it is a risk to click on a thumbnail. You're looking around, you finally found a video, you click on it and you're worried you're gonna like it or not. And if you click on that, some people even start with the frame from the thumbnail. Like the thumbnail becomes like the first frame of the video. And then you're immediately like, yes, I'm getting what I was promised. If it's very different, it might be like, oh, I don't know if like, am I gonna enjoy it? And they're in a state of anxiety for a little while.
I don't like giving it away in the first 10 seconds because that'd be like going to see like Titanic and then like you sit down and the boat's sinking in the first like 5 minutes. You'd be like, well, I don't need to watch this anymore because she gone.
There was this great video I saw a little while ago by Nando V Movies where he was talking about Disney made a movie for they made a movie for the theater, but they had to put it in streaming because of the pandemic. It was about an anti-hero who had a whole redemption arc. And they thought in a movie theater, you paid your money, you'd be stuck there, you'd have to watch it. But on streaming, if you didn't like the kid, you would just leave right away.
Command W. Didn't mean to do that. Please hold. Command W.
So they redid the entire beginning of the video.
Wait, hang on. I should probably use this opportunity. See that? It's my business card. I'm a millennial. This is all but useless these days. My business card is petermckinnon.com. That was like a Rene style analogy, kind of, you know? This video is sponsored by Squarespace. I have literally had a website since the beginning of time, and it has always helped me with every endeavor of my creative journey. Be it that it was just a place for clients to email me, a place for me to post my photos in a gallery, sell products that I created. It's the creative digital version of me, not in the flesh, but in the matrix. You need a website, and it's super fast and super easy to do. I went to school for web design. I use none of that because Squarespace is just easier. You don't have to have any skill or knowledge in web design. They've got 24-hour customer service. If podcasts are your thing, if you shoot weddings and you need a client login area, all of this complicated stuff is made very easy using Squarespace. You can use the link in my description below, enter McKinnon at checkout to save 10%, and you could literally have a website up and running within the next 2 hours. I made mine back in college, still have it today. All right. Links below. Let me get this back up and going for you. And
so they redid the entire beginning of the video. There's no one even talking anymore on screen. They just overdubbed all of it to make them nicer in the beginning so people wouldn't click off because they were facing what like YouTube has where there's thumbnails in every corner or underneath. And if people aren't satisfied, they might leave.
General practice then, if you're going to be uploading videos, would you say the move is to always be A/B testing?
Maybe they really want to see your face because they'll recognize it's a Peter McKinnon video and I know what Peter McKinnon gives me. I really want to see it. But maybe 3 months from now, it's in like the vast casual audience of YouTube and they may not know you at all.
Right.
So maybe they want to see the camera or they want to see the truck and that's what's going to resonate with them and that'll give you a different result. Or maybe there's like you have a couple different story arcs and you want to test which story arc is resonating more. Like, is it the story about you getting your truck? Is it the story about an accident that happened? Is it the story about like the filming of it?
I've never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
There's so many variables that can go wrong. I feel like before you even hit send, then I find myself retracting to try to figure out what went wrong. If there was a way to just streamline that process to almost remove it entirely so I could just focus on the art. But then you mentioned like, well, then just be an artist.
Yeah.
Either be an artist or like use the tools and the analytics to your advantage to try to leverage more views. And then you said something about The Simpsons.
Yeah, The Simpsons, like their whole thing was people want the same but different. If you just want to grow, like you don't have to want to grow on YouTube, but a lot of people want to grow on YouTube. If you give the audience who loved your video another video to love. So the same people who loved that, they're not going to remember really what you said or what you talked about, but they'll remember the feeling you gave them. And if that next video gives them the same feeling and it's apparent to them, they're going to click on it. And then the next video. So instead of thinking like single videos, if you think of series of videos where maybe like they're going to want to watch this video and then maybe at the end of that you say, and if you want to see the gear I used in this video, it's up here. If you want to learn more about the truck, it's over here. Telling people to like a video, subscribe, it's all fine. But it doesn't really move the needle that much.
No, I didn't think it would. Like
they're very lightweight actions. Like liking is so easy that you can't weigh it that heavily. It helps people tune the videos that they get to see. But like for us, it's just like, they liked it, it's fine. But if they watch another one of your videos, that's a really strong signal that they're enjoying your content. We have an audience tab in analytics now that shows you which videos are growing your channel the fastest. People are highly engaged with it, medium engaged. And you can make more videos like that. You can make a video that people who love that would love to watch next. We just want to give people tools to sort of explore that.
I think we were looking at that a couple weeks ago and it's still like the original tutorials that I made in like 2017, 2018 that people are still watching and connecting with. So I've always just thought, well, I don't really need to remake them if they're still watching them. But then at the same time, it's like, I've got other things to offer now because I've grown in the last 7 years, like as a person and as an artist. I still appreciate and I still like them, but I'm not necessarily in the same place to make them anymore.
Yeah. Well, what we want to do is like, some people like numbers, so there's numbers in studios. Some people are more like visual representation. We're going to be introducing something called the inspiration tab, where it'll have like Google Bard, like a large language model. You can type in, it'll say like, Peter, people are really loving this video where you photograph a volcano in Iceland.
Sure.
Do you want to photograph a volcano in Hawaii? Here's an outline for that. And like, it's not meant for you to actually make that video. It's meant for like, I'm staring at a blank page and I hate it. And like, I have creator block and I don't know what to do. And this will give you like 5 ideas. And maybe they're terrible, but at least you're like, that's terrible, but, and then you're like, your creative juices start going.
Yeah.
We talked about chefs before, like a restaurant. If you know what you want to eat.
I love this reference.
Yeah, like if you go to a restaurant, you have like a favorite meal, you're going to go back to that restaurant because you know what you're going to get. And it'll be a little bit different and it'll change. Maybe like a good chef will be like seasonal stuff, but you know that you're going to get a good meal there. But if it was like random quality, random foods, random types, you'd be like, I don't know if I want to take a risk today.
Yeah.
You might be more hesitant. The nice thing is like chefs grow too. Like they might have started like off their career making like these little dishes that everybody loved, but they want to grow as artists. So over time, it evolves. I think you can bring your audience with you. It's not the exact video that they love, it's the vibe that you gave them in that video.
So I've always tried to operate the channel under that umbrella. And Casey and I have had that conversation at length. If ever I've been like, should I start another channel for like trucks and dirt bikes and like kind of like the backwoods hick things that I do? And he was like, it should just be Peter McKinnon.
Yeah.
Don't divide the audience and send them one way. Because some people are like, I'm going to make a shorts channel. I'm going to make a channel for tech. I'm making a podcast channel. Next thing you know, you've got 5 different branches of the same thing.
One of the things we say is like same audience, same channel. But that's a little bit nuanced. Like Bryan Cranston can be in Malcolm in the Middle and he can be in Breaking Bad. But if that was one show, it could be confusing. Or amazing. Like, I don't know, but like it could be confusing.
Great analogies, man. It's full of them.
But so it's really like, what does the audience expect from you? And in some cases, you have a personality, like Casey, you have a personality and a charisma that the audience is there for Casey. They're not there for like his bike review. They're not there for like, they're there for Casey.
Yeah.
In other cases, they're really there for the topic. And if you have different topics, they don't know what to watch anymore. You can also have like Legal Eagle or like Dr. Mike. They do a variety of content, but they're both like, I'm a doctor. Everything I do is related to medicine. Dr. Mike reacts to Grey's Anatomy. Dr. Mike rates the best hospitals in Minecraft. So people don't have to care about Minecraft or Grey's Anatomy. They care about doctor. And in your case, it could be filmmaker, it could be camera, it could be Peter McKinnon. And that gives you like an overarching structure so people always know how to relate to your videos.
I guess in a sense, there is no really wrong answer.
I try to say, like, try it on your main channel, see if you can find a way that your audience accepts it. If you find out like they really aren't interested, try it in a separate channel.
Okay, let's talk shorts for a second. Literally every friend of mine is like, shorts will ruin your channel. Don't post them. It ruins your watch time.
No, there are going to be some people who only watch shorts. There's just some people who like shorts, and if you don't make shorts, they'll never know about you. And maybe you don't care. But like maybe like that's an audience that interests you, and you like they're mobile first, they're young, like maybe you want that audience. So you make some shorts to engage with them. There's some people who only want to watch a certain kind of content in shorts. I'll watch 30 seconds of dancing. I'm not going to watch 12 minutes of dancing. Or like cooking. Some people want to watch like a minute of cooking, but not 13 minutes of cooking. And then you'll still not get that audience unless you're making some shorts.
I've talked to friends that are like, dude, my shorts get millions and millions of views. Every month I'm getting 40 to 50,000 subscribers. Like I'm going to hit 1 million in like super fast. But then I post a long form video, crickets, like 6,000 views. And they're like, I don't know, like I can't make an income with AdSense, but like, shorts isn't getting me to where I need to get to.
I have a good friend, Todd, he runs the algorithm at YouTube, and he's always like, think like the viewer. Yeah.
This friend runs the algorithm.
He runs discovery and growth at YouTube. Todd.
What's his address?
Right in the YouTube headquarters.
Todd,
he's great. He's done a lot of videos with me, like on the Creator Insider channel. And he's like, just think like the viewer. If there's any question that you want to ask about the algorithm, just substitute the word audience. Does the algorithm care if I post at 9 o'clock? Does the audience care? Probably not. You know, and the algorithm's job is to follow the audience.
The algorithm's job is to follow the audience.
If it pleases the audience, it generally is going to really please the algorithm, and we want to just get better and better at doing that. A lot of people will make a short and then expect people to just go to their long form videos.
Right.
But people watching shorts, they're enjoying watching shorts. It's sort of like you're at my food truck. I love your food truck. I got a restaurant back there. What's going to get you to the restaurant? And you've got to make like a compelling value proposition. You can't want them to go to your long form. They have to want to. And you do that by like, here's the unboxing. If you want to see my full review, go over here. Or I can't believe this is what happened when I got the truck. If you want to see like how I got out of this, and then they're more inclined to go, okay, I'm going to press that button.
What I took away from that too is the algorithm now has a name, Todd. All right, so you got new creators. They're trying to figure this whole landscape out. They have lots to offer, but they don't know which path to take. If it be it that they should split their content up, they should be doing shorts, they should be doing long form. If you had to just give them like 30 seconds of advice.
Everyone thought vlogs were dead, and Casey, and then you, and then Ryan Trahan. Like it's almost like any creative career gets continually reinvented. It's really hard to be a musician for decades. It's really hard to be an actor for decades. The people who succeed continually reinvent themselves. And there's always new people, like new interesting artists, new interesting actors coming on. And I think it's the same on YouTube. Pick something you're passionate about, because you're going to have to make content. And if you don't care enough to like about the subject, you'll get burned out, or you will run out of ideas really quick. So be super passionate, and then experiment. Make 10 shorts, make 10 videos, and then see how the audience is reacting to them. And maybe you try 3 different topics at first because you're not sure, but like, don't be afraid to experiment and try out new things, and then start leaning into what's working.
Yeah, dude, this isn't, I don't have to watch this back myself like every morning before I start creating. And then I have his phone number, so lucky for me, my A/B testing is right here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
You are a fountain of knowledge. I will leave all the links below where people can find you, all the things you are invested in. This is Rene, and guys, I hope that helps. I hope anyone out there that had any questions about anything got a little bit of a takeaway, one analogy, one little quick line that could help you. It could make all the difference. So appreciate you coming out, and
so much,
good luck the rest of the week. And I will see you at the next crosswalk.
Yes.
And keep chatting.
Yes.
All right, dude. Not looking good for Rene.
No.
It's not looking good, dude.
Oh, didn't do it. Dude, that was good. First try, 150?
That was a good effort. 150 first time. Yeah, I'd say he has the record for new people coming to play Buck Rogers, 1977.